We continue with our exploration of pu'ers. Today we're looking at a Japanese pu'er.
Organic Japanese pu'er.
From Tealyra.
We finished the other pu'er last night.
Which one was that?
The 90s.
The 1990s. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Because it had plenty of time to get old, and that's what you want, old.
Somehow the 80s wasn't as good, but it was 10 years older.
It wasn't as good as the 90s. Well, and other things go in there. What the original cultivar was like, how they treated it.
True.
Raisiny.
Oh, yes. Very
By which
raisiny.
I mean sweet and yet tart.
Prune.
Pruny. Raisiny, pruny.
I think
dried fruit.
Prune, apricot. Apricot.
Dried fruit.
Dried fruit.
Okay, and that's just...
Dried, shriveled grandma fruit.
Is this already ready to go here?
Yeah.
Okay, grandma fruit?
Yeah.
Because of its laxative properties?
Yeah, apricots
Yes.
and prunes and raisins are normally what the grandmothers give
To whom?
to their grandchildren.
Do your grandmothers give you prunes?
No.
A lot of pu'ers are very dark. Some of them look like soy sauce. This one on the very first pour is light.
Well, it looks dark on camera.
It looks dark on camera. It's a medium tan color.
It looks like an apricot.
Now I'm going to smell it.
Like if somebody juiced an apricot. Dried one.
I smell almost nothing. Let me smell the wet leaves.
Tastes like an apricot.
Now that's very strong.
Good grief. This is apricot pu'er.
Apricot, she says. Ah, like a jam.
Mmm.
And yet I smell nothing here. What is up with that? How's it taste?
Like I said, apricot pu'er.
Very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's like if you drink jam.
Well, yesterday at Costco we had a sample of the dried apricots. This tastes like that.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Silky, kind of. Like the
Fruity.
texture.
Very dried apricot. Fruity. Dried stone fruit.
Quite a lot.
Quite a
of
bit.
dried.
And then an undertone that is oolongy.
Yeah.
It's a pu'er, but it's oolongy.
Yeah, that's it.
I have to do some research on how the Japanese do their pu'er differently.
Mm. Cheekbones.
You have cheekbones? Congratulations.
Well, if I suck in, I have cheekbones.
We may have found our screenshot. Wow. And, yeah, bitter. Nutshell bitter. If you ever bit into a nutshell, bitter. Wow. Not astringent, but bitter. It had to develop there. Okay, so bitter helps digestion.
This is very digestive. Bleh. This is digestive aiding then. Wow. But
So if you've ever had greens in your salad, like radicchio, some of those weird greens, arugula,
or
it's salad green bitter.
the rhubarb.
Sweet and bitter.
Rhubarb. Like if somebody took apricots and rhubarb and mixed them together and put them in a tea.
Yeah. Rhubarb tea.
I'm not a biggest
Sweet, bitter fruit.
fan of this one. Let's see how the infusion has changed here.
I have a feeling if you were an alcohol drinker, that would probably suit you because alcohol tends to be bitter.
Well, I don't like this, so I guess I don't like alcohol.
I'm fine
There you
with that.
go.
Okay, it has oranged a little bit now. It was tan, now it's orange. Well, this ought to be even more of everything.
Oh, goody. Oh, that's less bad.
It's different. Now it's more of an aspirin bitter. Right? If you've ever
It's almost
accidentally
chalky.
bitten into an aspirin, yeah.
Like you bit into a... Wow, we are not making this sound appetizing, are we? Yes, you if you bit into a rhubarb pill,
And still very oolong-y. You know, oolong is fruity and seaweedy. This is like oolong.
If you took all the good parts out of oolong.
You're really not liking it.
No.
But if you're a person who likes to eat a salad with a lot of bitter greens, I think this would appeal to you. Just needs some balsamic vinegar, right?
No.
Would I really drink a bitter salad? No. The texture would be hideous. But as a tea, it's fine. This one is my tongue is going, hello! We're on infusion number 2 at the moment. And it's not to Emma's liking. Okay, it is now coating the roof of my mouth. My tongue is reacting to the bitterness. The whole top of my tongue is just, wah! It has a definite visceral effect. Your tongue is sort of shrinking in response to it. Like if you had a bitter salad with walnuts and blue cheese. Which some of you will really like. You'll say, hey, I love my bitter salads.
It tastes like a walnut that hasn't fully ripened.
Or a walnut with a little bit of shell in it. Emma's going to turn 13. And she's been obsessing about it since she turned 12 a year ago. 11 months ago.
Well, for 6 years I was obsessing about turning 12 because...
Earrings. One of the rites of passage, and I made her wait 6 years after she first asked me. And I did this for a reason.
And
2 reasons.
I've realized 3 reasons.
3 reasons. Okay, reason number 1, you can lose things when you're little.
Ooh.
Reason number 2, you can get infections when you don't take care of yourself.
I almost got an infection, like taking care of it completely. One of the earrings actually like full on went into the inside of my ear, and that was not fun to push back out.
And reason number 3 is what?
Reason number 3 is I would have taken the earrings out and let the holes close.
It's difficult to maintain earrings. Now, some people pierce their babies right at birth and just take care of the earring and the kid never knows the difference. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to put tiny pokey things next to a baby's ear.
Especially not me.
Because then when she was 2, she could have pulled that out and eaten it. That worries me.
Well, I would have pulled anything out and eaten it. I wasn't a very messy eater unless I wanted to be either.
What?
I was not a messy...
You do not recall.
Okay, so when I would throw things, where would I throw them?
There would be an 18-inch perimeter around her high chair that was covered after every meal. So we always mopped that 18 inches. And I have to say the cats were fascinated, depending on what she had. That's why they slept with you. They wanted to find your food bits.
Well, Sarah didn't like me very much after a while because I pulled her tail.
I wouldn't like you if you pulled my tail. Okay, now it is pure walnut shell.
But Hannah forgave me and she would sleep next to me. She was very nice.
Sweet little kitties.
That was 3.
That was 3. 3 was pure on bitter.
Whew.
Yes. I'm awake.
Zing, zang, zung. My tongue is numb.
Okay, less bitter, and the word sharp is beginning to apply, and it's going down my throat. And I learned somewhere that the epiglottis does have taste buds on it. And I think it just hit the taste buds up my epiglottis.
Yeah.
The epiglottis is that flap at the back of your tongue that covers the airway when you swallow so that you don't breathe in your food. Very important. But I did not know that it had taste buds. Expertly produced in the Shizuoka Prefecture of Japan, our JAS Organic Puerh tea is a blend from the first and second flush harvests of the year. Prepared by fermenting the high-quality tea leaves with organic rice yeast. It's got rice yeast in it. That's different. which produces a smoky oak woodsy flavor. Okay, yeah, that's been on the tip of my tongue, like how bourbon would be, or whiskey.
I don't know what those taste like, but sure.
Alcohol. With a hint of citrus peel bitterness. Remember, we said apricot.
Very bitter.
And caramel-like sweetness.
Kind of,
Yeah. Pu'er is an incredible tea created centuries ago in China. It's actually live, a probiotic, so it is excellent to boost the immune system. It also aids in digestion and is a wonder for weight loss. This Japanese version of a traditional pu'er is wonderfully smooth.
Smooth?
Mm.
Smooth?
I think I taste the rice.
Mm-hmm.
And the bitterness. Okay, ranking this one, it's not very high for me, but if you like alcohol and bitter arugula, you might like this one. We didn't feel like we had given a fair trial to the Japanese pu'er. So we're going to try it again. Instead of clay, we'll use porcelain, see if that makes a difference. And then we'll give it some cream at the end if we need to. Don't have a whole lot of it left because we had it for our buttered tea this morning, and it wasn't bad as buttered tea. Wasn't nearly so bitter as yesterday. Already smells better. Less raisiny.
Maybe we used too much.
That's possible.
Ooh, never mind. Nope, never mind.
But just for the record, we give tea an extra try. Okay, so now with cream. Lovely. Add cream to this one.
No, that doesn't help.
With the cream, the bitterness is abated somewhat. Emma is not convinced.
It tastes like sour prune juice, and I've never had that, but this tastes like what I think sour prune juice with cream would taste like.
But I'm all right with it.
Good cream.
It's lovely. If you like your tea bitter, go for this one. And until we see you again.
If you like tongue razors. Whew.
Till we see you again.
Make sure to make time for tea and a good book.
Give it another try. You never know.
Yeah.